snacks.
So,
What it do, snackers, snackettes, and snack X's? It's your boy Gage. I'm here with Jokes and Sin. And you
Yo,
can see
yo.
the special guest below me. Mr. RX Superstar is here in the building with us today. You know what
what's
I'm
up, you
saying?
Yes,
guys?
sir.
What's up, you guys? It's great
What's
to be
happening?
back on Lotus Snacks, the number one show for all pop culture and geek fandom and video games.
See, that's what I'm talking.
Appreciate
That's
that.
what I'm
Yes,
talking.
sir.
You are now tuned in to Lotus Snacks Weekly, where we get together once a week and we talk about all kinds of things that are happening in pop culture. And today,
Today,
as you can see, RX Superstar is joining us. We're going to talk about what he's got going on, his toy drive that's happening. Like, there's a lot to talk about as far as that's concerned. We are going to talk about the new trailer for 28 Days Later. We're going to talk about the new trailer for Invincible Season 3. There's a lot bubbling. There's a lot happening. So, before we do that, Jokes, you have a job to do.
yes, sir.
Jokes will get our beacons link up, make it easy for you all to follow us everywhere that we are. That's just the easiest way to find us. So please do that. Make sure you check us out on Spotify. You know, we're taking all of our podcasts and our shows that we do, and we're doing audio versions. Spotify does also allow for video versions too. But Spoiler Boys, the Finisher podcast, our wrestling podcast, our anime chat podcast, all of those are there, including this show. So please go over, check us out, search Loading Snacks. The show should pop up, and you should be able to find us and follow the shows there. Sin, you got a job to do.
Yeah, so let's shout out our top tier patrons, starting with Anthony Cunningham, Marcus Houston, Susan Dortch, Tyrone Carson, Meticulous Skin, Alex Lee, Ellis Mbe, and Kermit Ferguson. Thank you very much. We truly, truly appreciate it.
Indeed, we do. Look, again, we have a lot to talk about. We're gonna start with our good friend here. But we will be talking about Ocean City Comic Con and what's coming up this weekend, because that's where we'll be this weekend. So we'll talk to you about all of what we have going on for both of those days as we get to the end of the show. Right now, RX, my man, what's really
up,
good,
brother?
bro?
What's
You know what
up?
I'm saying?
What's up, Hitmaker from over there? Let's
My
go.
man, real talk. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you've been traveling. You've been busy, bro.
I've been busy. The last time I was on Lotus Snacks, I was the Hitmaker, and then
Yeah.
now I'm the brightest star.
Hey,
Line never
what's wrong with
stops.
that? A bright
Never
star making
stop.
other bright stars. You were a hit
That's
maker
right.
making hit makers.
I wouldn't be the brightest star if I ain't have other stars shining next to me or
My
around me.
man, you are the RX superstar. That is the brightest star, the superstar. You know what I'm saying? That's how that
No,
works out.
he's spitting facts out there. He's spitting definitely facts out there.
Then look, you have a really, really large following on IG, right? Like 35 plus thousand. You hit a lot of the conventions and so forth, you know, not unlike ourselves. You shoot photography, holler at all the cosplayers. Like, how did you get involved? Like, look, I can look at your wall and tell you a lifelong geek. You know what I'm saying? You lifelong, you've been one of us. You know what I'm saying?
Lifelong,
So it's not
lifelong,
lifelong.
lifelong,
Yeah,
lifelong.
Ooh,
lifelong.
Even
So
showing people what's that? What's that? You know,
this
I'll
is
oh,
talk about
that's
that later.
this is you know, building a name for yourself, a reputation
Yeah.
for yourself, having a lot of followers doesn't for all people mean that they good folks. But it tends to happen more often to people who are really good folks and people follow them because they like them. You know what I mean? Like they like them and what they do and the content. And so I just kind of want to take a minute to highlight that, right? So like when you talk about being the brightest star, when you talk about doing the hitmaker thing, like you do a lot of work to help put other people in front of the camera, shoot pictures, help charities and so forth. Where does that passion come from for you?
I mean, I always helped out. I always been like that. My mom's always been a person in the neighborhood to help people out. My mom's worked and she hung out on the street, so it's like if you was hungry, come upstairs. I feed you. If you needed somewhere to stay, you could stay in my house. You know, don't think you
Okay.
could live there or stuff like that. You just get your stuff together and then hit the road. Another one was Jason David Frank, who taught me about charities, giving back. You got to balance yourself out. People I meet, random people, where it could be a business owner of making like what 46K a year or something like that, or a millionaire or I meet a variety of people that just inspire me to just like to keep going because I'm like one of the few people that could have a millionaire sit next to a homeless guy on the street and have a dope conversation. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
and when you think about it, they it's not really a difference because we all human, we all bleed the same. Is that this one person is struggling from this person, so maybe that person could help this person out. So
right,
that's why I'm there too. I'm also a network guy, so I always connecting people together. So if I know
right.
you guys are doing something and this person is looking for a podcast to start out, but they doing something that's awesome, let's bring them together, you know what I'm saying, and
Yeah,
create magic and stuff. And that's why I'm
yeah.
on loading snacks, you know?
That's real. That's real. I mean, look, that's you and I, we have a lot in common in terms of as far as that kind of thing is like for me
That
personally. But
heart that's
yeah,
passionate, that heart,
yeah.
man. Because I
Uh-oh, who
always
said
see
they
you
can't
out there
breathe
with
in?
fam. I
Andrew.
gotta give you your flowers. You I always see you out there with your family. You always spit spit positivity like a family thing, and you don't really see that anymore because nowadays it's just fast paced, and
Yeah,
people are single. They looking to mingle. Nobody looking for families. Nobody looking for families like to put in showcases and stuff like that anymore. They
yeah.
want individual single people to get together to make it look like a family. No, get the authentic families that just
And
cosplaying,
put
that's
them in front
doing
of
their
people.
things and put them
Hmm.
on too, because that's what we need right now. We need something that's positive in a family way. You know,
Yeah,
it's just too much chaotic single life, and that's not real life, you guys. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's
Mhm.
just an illusion to
It's
make you
it's
come
it's
out.
difficult for a lot of people to separate what the reality of social media is
Hmm.
from what the reality of life is. Social media gives you the opportunity to just post the things you want people to see, right? Um, and that's not always bad. That's not always a bad thing, right? You can make it whatever you want, but in the long and short of it, the idea of bringing people together, kind of mentoring people. We've been doing this for a long time. We know a lot of people, kind of getting people on the same page or hooking people up has always been a thing for us as a
Hmm.
whole. And I'm a person that believes more in cooperation and collaboration, um,
Teamwork
than
makes the dream
competition,
work.
so to speak. Yeah.
Mhm.
100%. So, again, like we're aligned in a lot of ways on that kind of thing. So, look, when you hit me and you're like, for real, I just hit you to say happy Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
know,
that's,
I know.
and
Gage is always hitting me up to congratulate me or hit me up to wish happy holidays. I'm the same way as too. So he hit me up first, and then me always with the marketing. Yo, what's up? Can I
he
go on these shows?
was like,
I ain't
when
been
can
on
I
there
get on
since
this
last
show?
year. Like, let's do this.
But
So to me, I'm a believer. I'm a big believer in the universe, and I'm like, this is the universe connecting us right now because they
yeah.
want us to do something. They want RS Star to come back on Loaded Snacks. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And have a great time with the
Hmm.
crew and talk about geek stuff, talk about me, and talk about what's going on in the next steps. And
Yeah.
also this
Mhm.
toy drive I'm doing,
And that's
which
what I
is
was
a
gonna
lot
say.
going on because I'm about to spit some gems for people because when you create something, especially when you with people and toy drives and anything can happen. And
Yeah.
you have to prepare for that. You
Yeah.
can't just walk in and be like, oh, we're gonna get these toys, we're gonna get these people together. All right, we got the place, everything is gonna go down. No, so now I'm gonna talk about the toy drive, right?
Please
So we
do.
had a scheduled toy drive that we always do every year, like we did last year in the church with the kids, right?
Yeah.
And it was very successful and everything. So we doing it again this year, but this time we did a little twist to it. Instead of being in the church, because the sister's not in the church no more. She left. I don't know what happened. That's between
Okay.
them. God
That's
bless
yeah.
everybody. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Mhm.
Yep.
So all right, I roll with you. Wherever you go, I'm gonna follow and let's help kids out. Period.
Yeah.
Whoever the kids. You know what I mean? That's the whole goal is to help
That's the
kids.
point.
So she has something going on in the Bronx with the school. I can't mention the school.
That's cool.
And it was 160 kids plus more that needed some toys and stuff like that. So it was me. It was the sister's name is Captain A, and then the other person was Luxury Leah. You know what I'm saying? So it was us three and stuff like that. But I knew what was going on because I'm the one who told Captain A go reach out to Luxury Leah and stuff like that. Me and her, we work together with the charity, but we distance ourselves for personal reasons.
Yeah.
But I salute her. Whatever good things she do out there, I salute at all positivity and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So the toy driving happened. The boards of education found out and shut it down. All these
Mm.
kids have no toys now. All
Got it.
these kids and
Okay.
parents have no toys. So I have these toys now. What am I going to do with these toys? So Captain A had her toys and Luxurious Leah had her toys, right?
Okay.
So Captain A gave Luxurious Leah, Captain A gave her toys to Luxury Leah because she's doing another charity event.
Okay.
Mhm.
Great. Those toys are going somewhere positive. Now, what
Okay.
I'm going to do, I was going to give it to her, but I was like, you know what? I feel like this needs to go somewhere else, and I'm gonna just gonna ask the charity I work for, which is Critical Care Comics, which is a Las
Right.
Vegas nonprofit organization who was very successful in Las Vegas and wanted to branch out to other states. So New
Yeah.
York was the first state that they tried. I'm one of the original four, and I also been promoted to head agent. So
Okay.
everything goes through me now. You
Okay.
know, everything goes through me now. Me doing the training, me reevaluating everybody, me doing all this stuff because they're training me to do it. Because I went out to Vegas for the Heroes and Ball event, they charity that they do every year. So I
Right.
went out there. I paid my own money for my ticket. They took care of me out there. And shout out to Critical Care Commons for doing that. So I asked them, "Hey, I got these toys, and we go to the hospitals, and sometimes we don't meet every kid,
Right.
but with
Mhm.
these toys, we could meet every kid in there.
Yeah.
Can I give these kids? Can I give these toys to the kids? Do it, RX." So what I'm gonna do is gather all these toys, and I got more people donating as well. So I'm telling everybody, even the people who donated, listen, this is what happened. Is it okay that I give it to the charity where I'm at now in the hospital? Everybody, yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mm.
Do it. Go do it, RX. Go do it.
Yeah.
And then whatever's left over, I go to another place, a hospital, or save it for the next visit, you
Mhm.
know,
Okay.
so we can have more toys. Because basically,
Mhm.
what we do is we get these donations and we go get comic books and toys for these kids in the hospital because they're sitting there, they have nothing to do, they're bored, you know. So we give them Legos or even Uno cards that's Marvel and DC base. Because
Okay.
that's what we're doing right now is Marvel characters and DC characters, and then we'll
Okay.
branch off to other characters. Spider-Man is our number one superhero.
I
He's the
mean, of
favorite
course,
superhero out of everybody in the world. He is
bro.
recognized. You can't, even if you're a
100%.
Spider-Man hater, you gotta love him at this
You gotta
point
let it
Yeah,
go.
you
because
got to.
you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go.
Yep.
Like what's her name from on Frozen?
Elsa,
Oh,
Elsa.
Elsa.
Elsa. What she said?
Gotta let
Let
it
it
go.
go. See. I would think with all this equipment you guys have, you'll push a button. Let it go. Let it
Hey,
go. You
listen,
know what I'm
those things
saying?
got set, but that's something that can happen.
Is it
You
is
know,
it
like sound
possible?
effects.
Yes. Did we set
So
that up? Absolutely not.
somebody gonna leave in a comment a gift or
Yeah.
something like that.
Big bro
So
Broly said Marvel gang for sure.
There we
Yeah,
go.
Brick.
Marvel
Yeah,
gang,
Broly.
everything.
Listen.
Marvel gang for life. And I
Yeah,
just,
100%.
and people just realized, right? People just realized. So the toys are going there. So I'm still collecting donations. I'm still gonna go get toys. I even got my friends who do 3D printing. They say, hey, I got a whole warehouse full of toys I never use. Come and get them for the kids.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make it my mission because nobody want to drive me out there, whatever. I'm gonna take this 2 hour trip to go get these toys for these kids and bring it
Okay.
back to New York.
Where you gotta go?
Awesome.
I gotta go to Jersey, but it's like far Jersey. I got the
Okay.
directions and all that stuff.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
if I have somebody in Jersey to meet me, like where the PATH train is at, so they
Mhm.
won't
Yeah.
have to cross the bridge, I'll meet them there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I always
Okay.
give kudos and I always give credit to the people that always help me out and all that stuff. So
So
if
what's the
anybody out there, huh?
yeah, I was just gonna ready to say what's the best way for people to to help? Should they be trying to send toys to a particular
You could
address?
you
They
could
like what's
send
the
you could meet me up if you're in New York or if you close around me, we could meet up and I could get these toys. Or if you don't
okay.
want to, if you don't have toys to donate and you want to donate money and stuff like that, you could hit my Cash App, you can hit my Venmo because all that money goes into the toys. I go to Five Below and I go buy toys for girls and boys and whoever else is there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I do. So I'm in a like I wasn't in the jam. People was like, "What you gonna do?" I'm RX superstar. Calm down.
We
We
gonna
just
get it.
gonna, so we gonna
We'll
think
make it
about it.
work.
What we gonna do? So lucky my critical care comics team, they allowed me to do it, and it was
Yeah.
like ahead. And now this hospital is gonna get more toys for the kids, and I'm gonna wrap them up in a nice gift
Love it.
wraps, Christmas wraps, and just hand them out to them because we have our next visit on December 18th, which is next week,
Yeah.
and the toy drive was supposed to be the 12th, but it's okay. I told Captain A what we doing. She says, "You got my blessings. Go make those kids happy. I'm so happy that you're involved in the charity that you in because you
Yeah.
guys are making a difference." Now we went from 4 members to 9 members now in 1 year,
Okay.
and we
Beautiful.
haven't even
Good.
reached a year yet. We reached our yearly goal in February where we all was brought together. It's like a real superhero story, right?
Okay.
Like here come these
Like
guys.
when
It's
the
like the
team came
Avengers West
together.
Coast.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's like the
Got the
team
origin
Origin
Avengers, the
story.
story.
Avengers
The
West
origin
Yeah.
Coast.
story is there. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then they gather together in the regions of the universe. These 4 individuals were picked to be chosen by Critical Care Comics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy about it. The charity has changed me in a whole completely different way.
Hmm.
That I love kids even more. I respect what they go through. I respect the medical team that goes out there to make sure these kids and people are like all of us are healthy and heal very properly, heal properly, and also our mentality.
Yeah.
Because sin, let me tell you, what we do, people be like, "Oh, we could dress up, we could go do this, we could go do that." Until you get in that room and you see a kid that got shot, man, and he
Mm-hmm.
can't walk no more, and
Hmm.
you gotta stay as that character
Hmm.
while you crying
Keep that
inside.
keep
All
that
my
Yeah.
smile on your face and
teammates,
everything.
you know what I mean? Like that's some real emotional stuff, and that's when we see who in it for their heart and who in it for like the glory. Because me, I'm a celebrity now, and everybody want to be around me for the right and wrong reasons.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I protect myself very well now, like who I surround myself, who surrounds me, where
Hmm.
my brand is going and stuff like that. By the way, Oga Up
I
is my
see
new
you.
brand.
Yep.
I see you
I got y'all. I got y'all when I
all the
come out
time.
there.
All
I
the
got y'all
time.
when I come out there. So this is Ogre Up, my brand that went off from the ogre. My
Yeah.
crown is
Yeah.
different because I
Yeah.
gave people the
Hmm.
pins and stuff. So we went from the ogres to now ogre up, which is a positive phrase to lift yourself up, to be positive, be an ogre, be strong. Don't be a troll on the internet and make people sad. You know what I
I
mean?
dig it.
That's the
That's
most
I
dope.
like it. Yeah, I
that's
like
That's
the
it.
dope.
positive
That's
message I
dope.
give out there. Be an ogre, not a troll.
I like
Shrek
that.
is
I
the
love
man.
that.
Shrek is my cousin. Shout out to Shrek.
Shrek. The homie Shrek.
The
All
homie
day. Hey, you
Shrek.
know what? I'm gonna tell you what, man. It's it's important and interesting to hear you talk about, you know, like how it can affect people to kind of hit some of that celebrity status, right? Because
Yeah.
I don't think people really realize, like, when you have the kind of following that like you have, right? What you do with it, who's around you, the kinds of things. Like, I can't even imagine. Look, I could tell you just from the emails we get and the DMs that we get, I know you got to be getting joints that are just like, yo, what is this? Who
What
is this
is
coming from?
this?
What are they up to? Because we get a
It
lot of it, right?
Hmm.
it led
Um,
me on to Marvel, which
yeah.
I've been working for Marvel since 2022, and I
Hmm.
finally updated my social media. So I'm putting Marvel
I
on
saw
my
that.
whole Facebook. Full.
I saw it. I saw it. I saw that like yesterday or the day before.
How fast did that start? Like, and I'm just like, I'm like, wait a minute, I don't get this on a regular post. I'm shadow banned on all my social medias. But when it comes to a brand that's the
Yeah.
Yeah.
most
Yeah.
powerful,
Hmm.
forget your algorithm. He's
Yeah. The
Marvel.
algorithms don't. Yeah. Yeah.
So I gotta
It's
thank Doctor Strange out there using
it's a
his magic.
it's a real thing. Um. And so look, what I want to do is jokes.
Yes, sir.
Um I sent you RX's link tree.
Hmm.
So if you could drop that in the chat for everybody so that they can go in and they
Absolutely.
can find all of his links.
My Cash App is not there. My Cash App is my name, $ RX Superstar. My
Okay.
Venmo is RX Superstar. I think
Okay.
everything is RX Superstar
Yep.
by
But
That's how
uh,
I
now.
but
gotta
it,
be.
but it, but they can get to that from your other, like, through your Instagram, through your, like, your
I mean, I don't post that up there because I don't want to
right.
seem like I'm a scammer.
Right,
You know what I
right. I
mean? Because
got you.
when you go on social media and you see stuff like that, be like, oh, why he got their Cash App up? Oh, they
Hmm.
just trying to get some dollars. No.
Right. Right.
So I'd rather just tell you my Cash App. I'd rather just do that. Cause
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know, cause some people, like ladies and dudes, they be leaving their stuff in. You never know. A millionaire just dump a whole thing right there.
Right. You're
You know,
right.
but
You
then
never know.
again, But then again, I don't want the government talking to me like, how you get $1 million?
Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
We see you
What's
making these
going on?
moves out here. Hold on, how you
Yeah.
making this
Gotta
move
have some
right here?
conversations.
Yeah.
The moves I make is just the way I met you guys, networking,
Yeah.
talking, and just
Mhm.
being yourself.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's
Love it.
you know, we have the I guess we're in a really good position with the kind of stuff that we do, where we are. Generally, the people are the good people that into the stuff that we're into, right? And so we're able to kind of have conversations, meet up and talk to people who are doing a lot of the kinds of things that you're doing, right? Like so many of the cosplayers that we know, and not all of them are great people. I'll keep it a buck, but you know, so many of them that we know that do stuff like what you're talking about, going to hospitals, seeing kids, taking time out of their schedules to, you know, to get dressed and get prepped and meet up with other people and go do stuff like that, doing parades, you know, all of that
You
kind of
mentioned
stuff.
the parade.
It's real.
I love going to parades. Parades are so much fun. That's a whole
It's a different,
That's a
networking
different
feel. That's a
beast.
whole vibe.
it's a whole different beast.
And
It's a different beast.
I've done the Japanese parade, which I'll be back again. I've done
Okay.
the Puerto
Done that
Rican Day
before.
parade, which I'm very proud
Okay.
because I'm Puerto Rican.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
my
yeah.
whole family is proud of all that stuff. You know
Yo,
what I
have
mean?
you linked up
So
with the folks from La Kenya?
now what Kenya? Why that sound familiar?
All right, so look, I'll send you a couple links. I'm gonna put you on. It's a comic book. It's a Puerto Rican comic book.
Yes, the lady, the comic book. Yes.
Yes,
Now I know what you're
yes.
talking about. Yes. Rosario Dawson's supposed to be
Rosario
playing her
Dawson
in the
does.
movie soon.
Yes, yes.
Mm.
It's a lot going on with that.
Wait, did I just spoil something
Nah,
that
not at
public
all.
not supposed to know?
Nah, that's
Sometimes
knowledge.
I forget. I'm not supposed to say things.
Wait, is that out there yet? Edit that out.
Nah, you're good.
I know she's coming
You're
back in
good.
Star Wars.
Don't spoil Star Wars stuff. But La Kenya, I think that's okay. I think you're allowed to speak on that.
But
That's
there's
cool.
a movie coming out. That movie's coming out soon. They
Yeah.
trying to get everything together. John Leguizamo was part of it too.
Yeah, he linked up with them. It's gonna be really dope, man. Yeah, look, there's a lot of good stuff like that. I don't know if you've ever been had a chance to check out Nerdtino. They do in Philly every year. It happens in like early November.
Nerdtino, sorry about that. I was getting a phone call.
It's all good.
Nerdtino, that sounds so familiar. You know
Yep.
me, I gotta see the faces and stuff
Listen.
because you know
behind it.
because I deal with so much names and emails and stuff like that.
I'll get you the info.
Yeah, let me know. Network me.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's get
No
the
doubt.
brightest. I need to come back to Philly.
It's going down this year. You know what I'm saying?
I was supposed to be there for Eric SmokeCon.
Yeah.
But something happened and my ride bailed out. People got jealous. People getting jealous of me now and just like, oh, I'm your ride. You know what? Without me, you ain't gonna get there. All right, cool. I'm gonna put you on the list that ain't nobody gonna mess with
Hey, bro,
you.
listen, man. Let me tell you something, man. That
He's on the
Northeast
list.
Direct, that Amtrak to the 30th Street station in Philly, that's easy.
So
That's an
I was
easy
ready to,
pop.
I was ready to do it. And I was
Okay.
like, I told them, I said I can call anybody and they come pick me up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So I didn't take it as a loss. I took it as another opportunity because two things was happening that day. So I go to this wrestling thing called Big Event, which is the big wrestling like convention. All the big names come and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
That's
I always
you
have
were
a
there
backup
when you
plan.
met dang, what's the name from One Championship? Stamp. Isn't that where you were at when you met Stamp? Like last year, Stamp Fairtex? You took a picture with Stamp Fairtex and a couple of other wrestlers, and it was at a major event, and it was the first time Stamp had come to the US and gone to New York.
Yes, that was Big Event. You talking about the Asian girl?
Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
that was that was set up by somebody I was dating at that time. I can't mention their names.
I mean, that's okay. You don't have to worry
So that
about
was
it.
set up by her. So that went over there because I was like, Stan, who's Stan? Oh, the Asian girl.
Yeah, MMA.
She
got
the number
hands.
one champion.
Yeah,
The
she's been hurt, so she hasn't fought for a while. But she's
because she got
again.
hurt.
I'm a geek about that kind of stuff too.
It was her knee. Oh, now we gotta go see a game and stuff. I'm telling you, I'm about to be the influencer of all influencers. That's gonna be my new name. I'm telling you, I'm dabbling into everywhere. I'm with a wrestling company now. I'm about to do a wrestling influencer stuff. I'm about to.
Hey, dog, let's talk. You know we got a wrestling.
Hey, listen,
podcast.
we gonna get you on the wrestling.
We did a wrestling panel.
Come holla at We Are Wrestling. Come holla at We Are Wrestling, man. Come holla at We Are Wrestling. I'm one of their sponsors. I'm there. My man Pete. Shout out to Pete because I'm gonna show him this. You know what I mean?
Real talk. Yeah, like
let's do it.
we definitely we gotta link up some more, man. We'll definitely talk. Look, we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna look at some trailers and stuff for the show. You gonna hang out with us for the rest of the show?
I'm here, man. I'm here.
Oh, man.
He like, I'm here.
I'm here next week.
My man already prepped.
Shoot,
Right.
I'm with it. All right, so look, one again, Jokes put the link up to the link tree. Please make sure you go follow RX everywhere, and we're gonna talk about it again at the end. But go follow everywhere, and make sure you follow the YouTube too. But yeah, jump in there, follow the Instagram, keep track of what he's doing. There are links to like Critical Chaos Comics in the bio on his IG. So make sure you go and you give them a follow too. But yeah, just make sure you go. Let's support positive people doing positive things.
100%.
You know what I mean?
And continue supporting Loading Snacks for making you people understand what's going on.
We doing what we can, man.
Facts.
And we having a good time while we doing it. And that's the important thing. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of having a good time, Sin.
Yo.
Around here, there's sort of a running gag around the knowledge that we and our followers have around you and horror movies. Scary things.
Yeah, it hasn't gotten any better, but yes.
We know you don't really get down with the scary stuff.
Nah.
So I want to give you an opportunity to bow out before we watch this trailer, just in case. I haven't seen it, but we're getting ready to watch the trailer for 28 years later, which here's the thing. This is a big deal for me because
I feel you. I saw the original one in the
going to
theater.
I love those.
28 days
I
later,
will be at the screening.
you going to the screening? My man,
Screening?
28
I
weeks
love
later.
28 days. I love 28 days, 28 weeks, 28 months, whatever it is. I'm down with that.
Like I'm in there. 28 years later. Are you prepared for this, Sin? I'm just giving you an opportunity.
Yeah, look, I like I said, I saw the original one in the theater. When it's like zombie related, I'm good with that stuff. You know what I mean?
I mean, like, it's
Zombies all
cool.
day.
The lights are on. We good. We good. All right, man. Let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's do it. Let's do it. Teletubbies, go.
Auntie, what's going on? Jimmy, sit still, keep quiet, and do not move from this spot.
Oh, she ain't coming back.
Yo.
Oh, I haven't watched this in so long.
6,
Mhm.
11, 5, 9 and 20 miles today, 4, 11, 17, 32 the day before. Boot, boot, boot,
Oof.
boot, moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war. Don't look at what's in front of you. Boot, boot,
Okay, Aaron.
boot, moving up and down again. Men go mad with watching them.
Yeesh.
There's no discharge in the war. If
Yikes.
your eyes drop, they will get the top of you. Boot, 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 moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war. Try to think of something different.
Yo.
Keep from going lunatic. Moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war. 7, 6, 11, 5, 4, 17, 32 the day before.
6/20/25, bro.
Day after my damn birthday.
Well,
You know,
technically, you
dog.
see it on your
Happy
birthday
early
because we always see the movies early. So
Happy early birthday. That's going to be
Yeah,
a birthday
bro.
weekend.
Let me tell you something. That joint looks incredible. That to listen, I'm gonna keep it a buck. We watch so many trailers, we see so many movies. That trailer, dog, that joint is so well put together, bruh. The talking in the background through the muffled like microphone with the like Yo, that joint. I don't know, bro. We might have to make that happen. Big Bro Broly said, "I can't wait to see it." I feel you, dog. I feel you. Is there a chance you're gonna go see this in?
Coin flip. There's a positive there. Because look, zombie stuff, killing zombies. I'm always down with killing zombies.
Okay.
We'll
Did
see.
you see?
It's not a no, but I never saw the second one.
You saw World War Z though, right?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Did you see it in the theater?
Yeah, saw that in the theater.
Okay. All right. I think you'd be all right.
Zombie stuff is fine.
It's not ghosts. It's paranormal that's an issue more for you.
Yeah, or when you get on with the religious stuff, like just
there's a lot of crosses in this joint, but I think that was just about like death. Like,
yeah.
Oh man, gonna see the one more thing. Get up and leave that theater.
Especially
I'm out.
It's psychological. Like, all right, bro. Like y'all doing too much. Leave me the hell alone with that. Like,
I'm ready for it.
What they're trying to get me to watch next time for
next.
Thriller Park, I ain't feeling. I'm not feeling that.
Yeah. Hey, look, I feel you, RX. Like, listen, again, it's been so long since the last, but it had been a long time since the first one. So, like,
but they told us that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They told us that was going to happen, but I didn't really think they was going to wait 28 years.
It's really been like that.
Bro, it's almost been like 28 years.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I do want to see it.
Zombies now. It's probably people zombies now that's not going to watch it,
right?
Because they waited so long.
It's
28 weeks later was
I'm excited for it. I want to see it.
Yeah.
Graduated high school.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's when Comic-Con started. Like the whole scenes of Comic-Cons from different states started around 2016.
That's MCU. That's like MCU birth right there. Like,
yeah, that's before that. You think about it. That's before that. It's before the MCU was a thing. You know what I'm saying?
So
like
this is a long running zombie film. I think than anything else.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
want to know who's coming back. That's what I want to know. Who's coming back? Who's alive? Now I gotta go rewatch the movie.
I know.
Yeah, I'd have to if I go sit, I gotta rewatch the first two. Well, watch the second one and rewatch the first one.
I'm down. I say we do it. I say we do a watch along in the Discord.
But I'm down. You let me know I'm down.
My man.
how I just want to know how is this still happening if the last movie we was watching them all washed away and rained out, they starved themselves, people isolated themselves from the cities, and the zombies started dying out.
It only take one.
They're already dead.
It only takes one.
It only take one.
You know what I'm gonna tell you? I'm gonna tell you. People
Always.
are stupid, and all it takes is it only takes one person to be like, I know we ain't been in the city in a long time, but it's got to be okay now.
Hey, what's this? Let me poke this. Let me poke this to see
I
would
just stay my Puerto Rican ass on my island. That's it. That's it. I'm not coming out nothing. I built me a whole land over here. I got cows, chickens, everything.
I got the garden.
You come on my beach, I'm wrecking you.
100%, 100%, man. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I guess that's the point, right? It's like we'll find out. You know what I'm saying? Like
when the movie drops, yeah.
Look, and I'm hoping this one turns into a good one for Aaron Taylor Johnson, because this Craven the Hunter joint ain't looking so hot.
It ain't looking hot right now.
Right. So, you know
why I gotta defend Craven the Hunter, because Craven the Hunter is one of my normal like villains that just hunt you down and he'll get you. Like he don't care who you are, he'll catch you. But the way they're developing him is like they put him as like a D movie instead of like an A-list movie. And his character is so iconic, man, because he's killed Spider-Man.
The problem is that it's Sony doing it.
Yep.
That's the problem. That's why it's like that. It's because Sony is doing it.
Why they learn from Venom? But look what they should learn from Venom, because Venom was successful. All three, no matter how anybody feel, they was all three successful.
They were very successful, which is why they have the money
to do these other ones. Venom honestly is an anomaly. Crazy. They got lucky.
What do you mean?
It's like people enjoy. What I'm saying is like, people enjoyed them, but as we kept going, 2 and 3, it just, some people like, it's getting worse as we're getting through here. And with the other Sony movies that were coming out, it was.
They don't know how to. They don't know how to handle the villains. They don't know how to handle villains.
I mean, look.
Morpheus, right?
Morbius,
Right?
yeah.
Look what happened to Morbius. Morbius is a great villain that turned to a vigilante
Yes.
and joined with Blade, right? Look what they did to him. I
Put him
was
to
so
sleep.
upset. I thought I was watching another Twilight coming out. That was me.
It was
It was bad for me because I'm a real fan of his. I got comic books and
yeah.
toys of his,
Mhm.
and the way they portrayed him was like, no, this is not him. And then to me, this is like some just bullshit sci-fi movie that y'all just put
Mhm.
together and just put his name in there and everything. It's not even gonna be a part 2. He's not even gonna be in the MCU. Like, this is crazy. And I
Yeah, I mean,
expected him
look,
to be there.
there's a a lot of that is Sony doing what they have to do contractually to keep the Spider-Man name. Like, they have the license to make the Spider-Man movies, and those characters come with that license. And because they can't keep just pumping out Spider-Man movies, right? See? I mean, you know what it is. You see what it is back here? Because they can't just keep pumping those movies out. The contracts that they have says that they have to be working on / releasing a movie every certain number of years, or they have to give up the license, right? And they don't want that license and that money to go back to Disney. So, mind
Once
you,
that goes
this
back,
is
it's locked.
right. So they're going to milk it for
doing it.
everything they can.
Mhm.
So will there be a Sinister Six movie? Sure. Is it going to be good? No. Was Madam Web good? No. Madam Web's not even a villain. It's not good, right? And to some extent, they are throwaway. What they're able to do, though, is take the money that they are spending on those movies, take the losses that they take from putting those movies out and them not doing well in the theater, write them off because it's a loss, right? And make the money back in the licensing that they have, that Disney has given, that they have the rights to, because they'll make that money again back on a real Spider-Man movie, because they'll do when the new Spider-Verse movie comes out, right? And we get the new Miles joint, that joint's gonna do bananas numbers.
Yeah.
100%.
Period. And it will offset everything they've lost from all the rest of these joints, right? So it's kind of like looking at, like, all right, we're gonna put this out. We're not really putting this out to make money. We're not even really putting this out for people to like it or love it. We're not even expecting it to do super well critically. Venom, they had to treat a little differently because Venom is so intrinsically tied to Spider-Man. But they did the best they could to make it so they could do Venom without a Spider-Man, which for me, when the first movie came out, I was like, Venom can't even exist without Spider-Man. But they've done what they can to rewrite all of that in the comics, right? So they almost got a pass with Venom. And it turned out that those movies did billions of dollars. Like, they made ridiculous money on those movies globally. Craven's, that's not going to happen. Morbius, that didn't happen. Madam Web, that didn't happen, right? So all these other characters that are kind of side characters already anyway, that they're trying to build stuff on, they're not really trying to build it. There's an executive who's looking at the contract and going, all right, well, we got to have something in production. So let's put something into it so that they can't say we didn't actually try. We can make it look like we tried, and then we'll put it out there. And when it goes out there to die, right, they won't have any choice, but we get to keep the license, and then we'll make another game. We'll sell that on PlayStation because we're Sony, and that's us, and it'll be exclusive, and we'll make tons of money on that, right? So, like, even right now, Marvel Rivals, free game, right? Going bananas right now. Everybody's all over it. But if you want those exclusive Spider-Man skins, you got to be playing on PlayStation. That's what it is.
Is it?
Right?
I thought
no, the black and white exclusive PlayStation, the black and red
exclusive.
Yep.
Exclusive to PlayStation. Right? Yep. So again, that's kind of this power that they hold, right? So does that mean that there are a lot of people who are specifically going to play Marvel Rivals only on PlayStation because they want those skins? Yes. And does that mean that they'll be spending their money in the PlayStation store to buy stuff from Marvel Rivals? Absolutely. And does that mean that Sony will make that money back? Absolutely. So is it worth it for us to lose money on Kraven when we know we can literally just take a single skin, put it in a game that people are paying for free, and we're going to turn money hand over fist? Because they, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. So it's like, when I look at Kraven, It's like I want it to be good. I have respect for Kraven. They don't have respect for Kraven or they have respect for Spider-Man as a license, and they have a respect for the cash cow that license is. But the rest of it is all cannon fodder. They're all pawns. We just putting them out there so we can keep the license, so we can do the stuff that we know we got to put some time and effort into to make the money back. Spider-Man just prints money. He just prints money.
Somebody said, Big Boy Brawley said, I got both of them skins too.
See what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. So like, look,
you need to let me borrow your PlayStation just to get a little skins.
You know, like if I was in Sony's shoes, I might do the same thing. However,
it's a smart marketing move.
It is.
We're using this free game, and now you guys got to pay for things.
But I will also tell you though, there's a part of me that, like, if I'm an executive there, I really am thinking about what's the best way for me to make sure. I'm talking to Kevin Feige every day. Listen, what's the best way for us to really make this Kraven joint work so that it can be tied into the MCU somehow?
At some point,
so we can make sure that it's so good that it prints the kind of money that MCU movies make anyway, right? Because you do have the license. So why not actually put in the effort to all but guarantee that you do get something out of it that could actually print money and could be good? The possibility of Kraven having a second movie and having other villains to fight, like he's going after Rhino in this movie, which is already a Spider-Man villain who people know, you know what I mean? So like, there's a possibility, right, of being able to tie something like that together or do something else along those lines. And you're already spending the money. So if you're going to spend the money, you would think, all right, let's at least try to make this joint do something that will bring some money in and of itself. At the same time, you know you can write it off as a loss on your taxes. So it doesn't really cost you anything. You're losing money on it, but you know, you're making money. So look, man, I'm gonna tell you what.
You guys hook up loaded snacks with these skins. All right, don't make them go through that. Just use whatever y'all doing out there. Send them.
Yeah, I'm grinding on something, so I'm working on it.
Make it exclusive somewhere else, whatever. But like, don't do that to us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Make sure people can get the Spider-Man should be for everyone. You know what I mean? Yeah. They trying to lock it down. You know, they like Sony like, no sir. They like Spider-Man is for everyone, but these skins, no sir,
no sir.
Well, they are not. All right, look. Here's what I want to do. We're gonna do a little bit of a palate cleanser, but I want y'all to know it's getting ready to get really real again. So like, put the kids away. Put the kids away, because we gotta watch this Invincible trailer. And we know Invincible don't pull no punches.
Not at all.
No, them punches go through.
Hey, no, look, we're not monetizing this video anyway, so let's get it in.
Over the last 90 days, Mark's speed has increased 65%, his endurance 70%, and his strength 138%.
Fuck me! Way to make a fellow superhero feel inadequate. Glad it's not leg day.
You feel like trying out those new muscles of yours?
Sir, we have intense geological events all over the country.
Are you working with D.A. Sinclair? He turned people into monsters.
You don't waste people like that, you reform them. You killed Angstrom Levy. Should I lock you up too?
You know that was different.
Mark, we can be the good guys, or we can be the guys that save the world. We can't be both.
Kid Omni-Man is here!
He told me the deal was for Oliver.
Cecil, I can never trust you with either Mark or Oliver's lives, no matter what.
Ouch.
Oliver, you gotta look out for other people.
You guys are in big trouble!
Oh, you want to call for help? Too bad.
You're outnumbered.
And outclassed.
And out of luck.
And now I say something.
With you on our side, we can win this war. I'm not on anyone's side. I disgraced my people. So help me, Mark, and whatever that other kid's name is, stop the Empire.
What are you hiding in here?
The White Room is for my protection.
Protection from what?
from you, Mark.
Is that all you got? I will never work for you again. We're done.
Oof.
It's time for a change.
In more ways than one.
Yeah.
You look amazing.
I don't know. Feels a little serious.
February 6th can't get in quick enough.
And listen,
Let's go.
No season break. No season break.
No
LFG,
split.
LFG. Let's go.
Exactly, bro. Let me tell you something. I don't know what to do, dog. I'm so amped for that joint right now.
I'm ready to rewatch the last season.
100%, dog.
It's a whole
Not-
lot
that's
of
not
punching in
happening
the
this
face
weekend?
going on there. You notice that
Ooh.
everybody's getting punched in their face more in this series in this season.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah. They getting hit. They getting hammered. I'm so here for everything about this show. I'm this might be the best superhero show to release in like the last decade. Hold on. Young Justice is
I was gonna say.
But this show took like what we wanted Young Justice to be.
It allows, it allows for the adult content and conversations to happen. You know what I mean? In that space, which is like, it feels to me almost like if South Park came out now and was about superheroes. That's what Invincible is. It's just that's how I feel about it. Like, I'm very much in the realm of like, I will tell you this. It's a spoiler boys happening in February for Invincible season 3. Bro. Like,
sure. Go with that.
For sure.
Every episode, like, we got to do it. We got to break it down. We got to talk about it. It's going down. Like, there's no two ways about it. There have been some really, really incredible shows the past, like, and we haven't talked about all of them. We didn't do a spoiler boys for Penguin. But good God, let me tell you about some incredible television right there. Sin.
Yeah,
Penguin is like
a lot going on.
I walked away hating some characters in that joint.
Ooh, bruh.
I was hating some characters by the end of that thing. Oh my gosh.
Penguin is so good, bruh. I don't care if you didn't like the last Batman movie. I don't care if you watch anything else Batman. If you even a little bit like The Sopranos, Made Men, Penguin, bruh. That joint. Boy, I was so mad at the end of that joint.
No, I was in here
so
pissed,
mad at the
dog.
end.
I was so pissed at the end. I was cussing most of the people out that show. Like, I hate all y'all, dog.
We didn't get a chance to talk about this, though. We might have to talk about this, bro. I was so upset.
Yeah.
I was so upset.
Oh, I hated some characters at the end of that show.
But I
so
was so upset, but I loved it because
Yeah.
I'll be honest, even though I felt like I saw it coming, I didn't believe it was gonna happen. And I know you know what I'm talking about. So I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Oh yeah.
I'm steaming. Steaming, dog.
Just throwing hands in the air at the end of that joint.
What a good show. What a good show. All right, listen. We got about 10 minutes before we wrap up. So here's what that means. It means we got to do all of the tap dancing and Meshuggah and rigmarole right now. So here's what's first. I want to remind everybody who's watching to please make sure you go and follow RX Superstar. Jokes, if you could put the link tree up again one more time in the chat for me. Yeah. Follow that king right there. Ogre up. You hear me?
Facts.
Ogre up. Ogre up.
Ogre
You know what I'm saying?
up. We're gonna do this toy drive. We got it going. We're gonna give these kids these toys for the holidays in the hospital. That's the goal. That's what I'm reaching for. You know what I mean? Everybody just need to take time right now, reflect, enjoy the family time, enjoy the holidays, get ready for the new year. Don't overwork yourself now, trying to impress yourself for the next year. Just chill, relax, and enjoy the holidays, man. Get some turkey, get some lasagna, some eggnog.
That's
Turkey,
a combination,
lasagna,
right? Hey,
eggnog,
listen,
dog.
that's a combination,
Dinner
right
of
there.
champions.
But
That's
for
your
Puerto
holiday
Ricans, we go
treat
get
right
that
there.
coquito.
There it is. There it is. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. Okay, I'm with it. All right, so check this out. This weekend, we will be at Ocean City Comic-Con. This year is a special year. This is the first year that the convention is going 2 days, right? It's for the past 6 or 7 years, it's only been one. It's been great to kind of see the convention grow every year and get more and more people and invite more and more vendors and so forth to come and hang out. Let me just tell you a little bit about what is going to be there. If you're old school video games, Mortal Kombat, the original Raiden is going to be there. Daniel Pacino, who was there last year, original Johnny Cage, is going to be there. There's some really great comic creators. We have great friends that are going to be there. Ghosty Muffin cosplay is going to be there. Laney Cat is going to be there. Laney happens to be joining us on Sunday for our Being Comfortable Being a Geek panel. I'm going to get into that in a second, details for where and when and so forth. It's going to be a really good time. It always is, but now it's double the fun because it's 2 days, right?
Right.
That's how it works. You do it, you have a good time, you do it twice, it's double the fun.
You run it back, yeah.
Doublemint, you know what I mean? So Saturday, the 14th, our top 10 traditionally animated Disney villains panel. Gonna be bananas. If you saw earlier when we posted to Instagram what the top 10 villains are that we came up with, throw it out the window. Because
that will not be what it is when we're done.
Yeah, but we're gonna come hang out with us, pick your villains, put them where you want, and then watch me shake it all up and make y'all do some stuff that you don't want to do to put people where they're not supposed to be. We are gonna have such a good time doing that. So that is in room 204 from 11:30 to 12:30. Okay, on Saturday. So come in, hit a couple vendors or whatever, and then come hang out with us. We're gonna have a good time. Sin's got new jelly beans. Hey, Sin, what are the new flavors in the jelly beans?
Jelly beans.
Oh, let me go get them.
So y'all know that. So what we like to do is when we do this, you know, somebody can just be like, you know what, I want Ursula, I want her at number 7, and that's cool. We as panelists have a right to override. We get the veto one choice one time, so we have to hit the gavel. We can get rid of it. But if anybody else in the room doesn't like a choice that you make or a move you try to make, they can challenge you. And if they challenge you, then they gotta beat you in rock paper scissors. Okay, the loser of rock paper scissors has to eat one of these disgusting jelly beans or possibly disgusting jelly beans, right?
Yeah.
So you're gonna spin the wheel, and it's gonna land on a color, and whatever color it is, you gotta pick that color, and that's what you gotta eat. That's how we play the game. You know what I'm saying? We're applying a little extra pressure this year. It's going to be a good time. Sam, what flavors you got?
The 2 new flavors they added in the new edition is licorice and burnt rubber.
Yeah.
And top banana and wet dog.
All right, so listen. Somebody got to get that wet dog.
Hey, so question.
You want that dog?
The licorice one, is it actually red or is it black licorice looking?
It's probably black licorice.
I'll let you take
it's burnt rubber.
You said tighter. Yeah, that's why I'm like, ooh, that's kind of bad either way.
Yeah, very black.
Because black licorice is already nasty.
Yes, so that's a no-win regardless.
To me, it's a no-win. But I know there are people out there who like black licorice. And I'm sure there's somebody who licks tires. I don't know, dog. But, you know.
Those are psychopaths. Yes.
The point is it's going to be a good time. All right, so that's Saturday, room 204, 11:30 to 12:30. Top 10 animated Disney villains. On Sunday, Being Comfortable Being a Geek panels in room 202, okay, from 1:40 to 2:40. For that panel, cosplayer Laney Cat, LAINEY.CAT, Laney Cat is joining us. We've seen her a lot over the years. We've never actually done any content with her except for this past summer when we were at StellarCon in New York. It's not New York. StellarCon in York, Pennsylvania. She was there. We did an unboxing. We ate the Star Wars Oreos with her and some other people. We had a really good time. We talked about her joining us for this panel back then. We met up with her again. They did we went on a nerd cruise on a pirate ship. She was there.
Dope.
We talked to her there. We had a great conversation. about who's that? Oh, what up, Marcus?
Marcus.
We had a great conversation about Ninja Turtles and about the Ninja Turtles arcade games and which games are the best. We've decided that at MagFest, we are getting together at MagFest and we are absolutely playing. But I'm bringing the Ninja Turtles arcade games with us to Ocean City, so it might be time to get down. You know what I'm saying?
Practice run.
Yeah, why not? So we're gonna do that. So Lainey's really cool. She's been doing cosplay and is a serious collector of all kinds of things for a long time. And it's going to be really great to get insight from her on what her journey has been like being comfortable or getting comfortable being a geek, which again is what that panel is all about. So for those of you who have been to our panels where we've done that before, or if you've been to Ocean City and you've seen us do it, you know we like to bring other people with us. You've heard our stories, and there are new details for some of those stories for us to still tell. But again, bringing somebody like her in, and there may be a surprise guest that sneaks in to this as well. I'm not going to say anything other than that because I don't have that locked in. But we had already talked to some other people who also do know Lainey about them joining us, and we know they're going to be there. So we may just do a little finagling. But yes, so on Sunday, room 202 from 140 to 240 are being comfortable being a geek panel. Come, be prepared to just share with the crowd, to talk to us. It's going to be an open forum for people to just talk about relaxing, getting comfortable, being honest about who you are and things that are happening in your life, and whether you are or are not comfortable being the geek that you are, knowing it. You love comic books or anime or wrestling or Power Rangers or whatever it is. And do the people who you work with know that you go to conventions? Yeah, like how you get people to feel good about ogering up, if you will. So yeah, it's going to be a good time. Really, really looking forward to spending that time down there with the team. If you see us, come say hi. Look, unless we're shooting. Like if you see us shooting, give us a minute. But like we're gonna be down there shooting and talking to people and doing interviews and all that kind of stuff. And we're mostly two-man in it. I do want to give a shout out really quickly to Frosty and to Gabby, who are coming and joining us for the top 10 panel on Saturday. And hanging out with us throughout the weekend and helping us out. Because Jokes unfortunately isn't gonna be able to be there. And Kay, who's normally there with us for that, is also not going to be able to be there. So, we're going in. Technically, we're two-manning it, but we're going to have help. So, it's,
we're going to make it happen regardless. We're going to make it work. We're going to do what we do.
That's how we do. That's how we do. So, on that note, Sin, what's the movie of the month?
Old Boy from 2003, the Korean version.
Old Boy. Loaded Snacks Movie Club movie of the month. Old Boy from 2003. The real version. The OG version. The Korean version.
If you see Josh Brolin in there on the cover, throw it away.
That's not the one.
No.
Listen.
That's incorrect, sir.
Watch that movie and get ready to hang out with us to talk about it the last week of the month. If you've never seen it, just prepare yourself. Just mentally prepare yourself for it, because it's a doozy. That thing is
you ain't ready.
It's a real one. So get yourself together. Jokes, what's going on in wrestling this week?
This week, nothing crazy. The crew, we are going to be recording a new episode of the Finisher podcast. Super excited. One of the top, I'm going to bring my topic right now so you guys can hear it. So you definitely will tune in. I'm super excited. We finally have women's Intercontinental and United States Championships in WWE, something that I've been talking about for years, and I'm super excited to be able to talk about this on the podcast. This
is like, yo, let me in. I'm trying to be on that show. He like, let me in.
Let me in on that, because Zelina Vega's my Intercontinental champion. You heard?
This has been a long time coming. And the women needed extra belts in the ring to be able to get some of these other stars floated up when they don't necessarily make it to the top just yet. Super excited to be able to record this episode and get it to you guys by the weekend. But Finish the podcast. Another episode's coming at you.
Awesome. Sin, what's happening in Anime Chat this week?
Anime Chat episode 11 goes up this week. We cover the usual suspects, news, our favorite episodes of the week, Thriller Park recap. But three big things we get into this week. We get into the Crunchyroll premium upgrade and how they're treating One Piece with it. We also kind of look back through Thriller Park and discuss psychological horror thriller shows versus gory ones, and how much does gore really matter to it being scary and such. And we get into a conversation where somebody thinks that Naruto had it easy. He didn't have to struggle through anything.
What?
Hey, listen.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course he
so
had it
stay
easy.
tuned. Very fun conversations. Very fun conversations.
Okay, I'm with it. Look, I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us this evening. It's always great to have y'all hanging out in the chat.
Facts.
You know, being a part of it. The show is the show, including y'all. Y'all are a part of it. So thank you for commenting, for hanging out, for watching along. Real talk. Look at my man. All right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody get a little confetti. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank RX for coming on the show and hanging out with us. Again, please go support that toy drive. Let's get some toys out to the kids who are in need. You know, there's a lot going on this year, like there is every year, but there's a lot going on this year. And as we come, you know, to a time like this, when people are thinking about family and being together, when you have kids and things like that are stuck in hospitals and they can't really do that kind of thing, you know, that joy that they get a lot of times comes from being able to have that favorite toy or have something that reminds them of home, being able to play video games, read comic books, and kind of escape from the environment that they're stuck in. That's why we do so much of what we do as the geeks that we are, playing with toys and buying and building Legos and reading comic books and stuff like that gives us an opportunity to escape.
Makes the world a better place.
100%. 100%. Right. So thank you again, RX, for joining us.
Thank you, Loaded Snacks, for having
much
me
appreciated.
again. Make sure you guys get it. Make sure you guys get on the Loaded Snacks. Tell your favorite content creator, influencer, your favorite Comic-Con, whatever. Tell them about Loaded Snacks.
Straight up. Tell them you need us there. Wherever it is, tell them you need us there. Have them reach out to us. We promise not to ignore it like we do so many of the other emails we get that are nonsense, because we get a lot of nonsense emails. That's real. All right, look, we can ready to get out of here because we got to play some Grand Theft. Jokes, tell the people what I need them to know.
Remember, y'all, just because you have a well thought out plan doesn't make it a good idea.
With that, we're out. Toodles and loos.
Loading snacks.